I still can't fathom how you lost to Raiden.
I often ponder that myself.
You must defend your sister's reign at all costs.
I will not fail, Mother.
I saw how Jhonny Cage looked at you.
I think I can handle an actor, Mother. Mileena won't give up on Tanya, Mother.
Why did she give her heart to an Umgadi? There are times I wish that you were born first.
Never let Mileena hear you say that. Are you sure we can trust Liu Kang?
I am not sure we have a choice.
There isn't a day I don't miss Father.
May you find yourself as good a partner.
This body is my future! Look at me!
We will find a cure for you, Mileena. Keep Kitana by your side. Rely on her counsel.
I will, Mother.
An empress must always be ready to fight.
Shall I show you how ready I am?
The Shokan and Centaurians have resumed skirmishing.
Send me, Mother. I'll end their dispute. Any advice for the future Empress?
Dignity, Mileena. Always dignity.
I have had enough of my doubters.
To silence them, prove them wrong.
I would have beaten Raiden, Mother.
No Outworlder was going to win that day.
The bond I share with your daughter
Is forbidden to an Umgadi.
Would I ever bring shame upon the royal house, Empress?
You do when you forget your place in it.
I am not in any way compromised, Empress.
If forced to choose, would you save Mileena or me?
I worry your daughter's symptoms are worsening.
Her safety, not her health, is your concern. You, above all, must obey Umgadi rules.
I must obey my heart, Empress.
Now I remember why I rebelled.
Do you also remember how that ended? Remorse, while welcome, isn't enough.
Then allow me to serve penance, Empress.
The rules you chafed against were there for your safety.
I should have been allowed to test my limits.
Your rebellion cost you everything.
Of that, I need no reminder.
I have only wanted what's best for Outworld.
The problem is your judgment as to what that is. I'll apologize, but I won't grovel.
Then there's nothing left to do but fight.
Is there forgiveness in your heart?
For you, I think not.
You are exactly how Raiden described you.
What words did he use, Earthrealmer?
Why do Edenians live so long?
We are touched by the divine, Tomas.
The Queen of Outworld faces the King of Smoke.
King of Smoke!
What does it take to rule a realm?
Wisdom, courage, and compassion. You Earthrealmers seem to get younger all the time.
Even our oldest must seem like children to Edenians.
It's impossible, Smoke. We can't save everyone.
Then I'll save who I can to make up for the ones I can't.
Lin Kuei aggression worries me.
The Shirai Ryu will keep them from Outworld.
You remind me of my nephew, Xandris.
In what way, Your Majesty?
To what do I owe this honor?
My desire to test my limits.
It's hard to be Grandmaster, but to be a sovereign.
The crown is indeed a heavy burden.
You've known my family for generations.
The human lifespan lasts but a blink of an Edenian's eye.
Your husband's murder haunted my father.
All those close to Jared were devastated. You performed well during the recent crisis.
I did what I was trained to do.
With one act, you betrayed two realms.
Neither deserved my loyalty. Would you sacrifice your daughters to save the throne?
Is that idle chatter or a veiled threat? Today, pay the price for your failure.
You forecast victory prematurely, Empress. You wield the power that I aspire to.
Too bad you're unfit for it, Sub-Zero. I knew your father. He was a great man.
Yet he never understood the Lin Kuei's potential. You and Liu Kang are birds of a feather.
Better to be part of his flock than yours. There can be no forgiveness, Bi-Han.
Have I asked for any, Empress?
The sorcerers have tarnished your golden age.
Fortunately, the stain isn't permanent. I've always considered Archduke Mahazam a friend.
He secretly plots to turn Zatera against you. What Shang Tsung did in your name is shocking.
Only now am I learning the full truth. Shang Tsung deluded me, and it cost you your family.
You aren't to blame for that, Empress. Were you aware that those like me were being killed?
I swear on Jared's soul, I did not.
I am honored to serve the crown, Empress.
Serve well, or face the consequences. You should have brought the Earthrealmers to me.
At the time, I didn't know I could trust you.
Beware, Empress. There are still threats on all sides.
Which makes me wish all the more you were still Umgadi.
I've rounded up more of the General's sympathizers.
Bring them to me for punishment.
Opportunists are exploiting the recent unrest.
Find them and prosecute them.
The General got far too close to taking your power.
Never shall he again. Show me the skills of Earthrealm's greatest swordsman.
Greatest? Johnny's been talking to you, hasn't he?
What my daughter did to your eyes...
Has been a blessing in disguise, Empress. I'm sure losing the tournament stung.
You have no idea how much.
I'm told your evil twin was something else.
The thought of her repulses me. My reign almost ended in Shang Tsung's vivisection chamber.
I'm glad we prevented that.
I still have doubts that Raiden won fairly.
After all that's happened, the tournament is what bothers you? Who is this Onaga Shao wants to tame?
The most dangerous creature to ever roam Outworld.
I didn't know combat was one of your hobbies.
A hobby? It is a vocation.
Tarkatan souls are not allowed in the living forest.
We can't risk infecting the honored dead. Why do you call me a hypocrite?
Because I know of your daughter's affliction.
You will be silent about Mileena.
About her disease or her affair.
Your Tarkatans are given enough to survive.
Only by the skin of our teeth. Having Tarkat isn't a moral failure.
No, but it does evidence a lack of care.
I risk my life for Outworld, Empress.
And you now serve it by living apart.
Are you prepared for the transition of power?
My daughters are ready to succeed me.
It is a pleasure to know this iteration of you.
What was wrong with the others? As Time's Keeper, Liu Kang must know who killed Jared.
I will neither confirm nor deny that statement. Your fate has always been tragic.
In every single timeline? I could never forgive Shao's treason.
Even if doing so would save the Empire?
You've lived every moment since time began.
And I remember all of them. Do not become obsessed with the sorcerers.
I cannot rest until they die, Geras. You heartless, spineless worm!
Heartless, yes. Spineless, no.
I will be glad to be rid of you.
Do not write my epitaph just yet.
You lit the fire of General Shao's treason!
Your actions did that, Empress. I merely fanned the flames. No empire lasts forever, Empress.
You won't be the end of mine. How was I daft enough to believe your lies?
Don't blame yourself. I can be very convincing. Why should you rule? Because Liu Kang decrees it?
The power I wield, I have earned, sorcerer.
You judge me, but you also have unclean hands.
I may occasionally be ruthless, but you will be forever depraved.
The power I've found on the island.
You will never be allowed to wield.
I won't be forced back into a life of obscurity.
Of course you won't, sorcerer. You'll be dead.
You are not welcome in the canton I hail from.
One doesn't rule without making enemies, Shang Tsung.
Despite my many victories, you refuse to heed my counsel.
In matters of diplomacy, yes.
Once I rule, Outworld won't be submissive.
The throne will never be yours. When you're killed, your army will scatter.
Hardly. They will rally to their martyr. You think Earthrealmer's morals are superior to ours?
No. I find Liu Kang superior to yours. The sorcerers played you for a fool.
Which they are, if they think I'll forget. My family has served Outworld for generations.
Which is why your treason is so tragic. Surrender now, and I'll spare your followers.
Ha! They will prefer to die in battle. When Jared died, you lost your nerve.
Do not invoke my husband's name. In my reality, Shao forced me into marriage. I will break you free of that bondage. You killed your Jared? The weakling ninny ceased being useful. Is your empire as difficult to rule? On any given day, it could crumble. Your Kitana is as weak-willed as mine. Or is it you confuse compassion for fragility? Return home, you rapacious fiend. Not until I add this timeline to my empire. Your greed and entitlement offend me. I won't apologize for taking what I deserve.
What is Liu Kang's hold over you?
How are you so ignorant to think he has any? Have you returned to beg my mercy?
I've returned to finish the job.
You were once the pride of Outworld.
There are many who think I still am.
You and Shao have succumbed to madness.
It's not crazy to think your rule incompetent. The generals lit a fire you can't put out.
May Argus damn you both if civil war burns Outworld. If Jared were still alive...
He would also be my enemy. I won't betray General Shao.
Then be condemned alongside him.
You let Earthrealm dominate Outworld.
Our realms are equal partners. The peace between realms is uneasy, Raiden.
Let's hope this fight doesn't breach it.
Fight me as you fought in the tournament.
If that's your desire, Empress.
Someone revealed Mileena's secret.
It wasn't us, I assure you.
You have the common touch.
Is that scorn or approval, Your Majesty?
Until your revelation, I felt in control of my destiny.
You still are, Your Highness.
My past iteration sounds like a screeching harpy.
Many are thankful for the changes I made. I do not ask for worship, just faith.
That must be earned, Liu Kang. Was Shao right after all? Were you pulling our strings?
Despite what he believes, I am not a puppet master.
Shao has fomented much animosity against you.
If you must distance yourself, I understand. Not once have I sought to influence you unduly.
Your intentions haven't always matched your actions.
Crafting a timeline is a complex endeavor.
So I should be quiet and not complain?
The wise warrior avoids the battle.
As Empress, I often have no choice.
It's gotta be hard running Outworld.
A woman's job is never done. Surely Liu Kang could have found better than you.
Just what is your beef with me, beautiful? If I had a queen, oh, she'd be just like you.
As if you could have one like me.
If Tanya doesn't work out, I will happily guard that body.
You embarrass yourself, Earthrealmer.
It's what's called a reality show, okay? We follow you and the girls.
I won't allow Earthrealmers into my inner sanctum.
Jhonny is all bruised, and he will not say why.
Ask him about the proposition he made me. Though arrogant, you are not unbearable.
Ouch! Who knew backhanded compliments could bruise?
Show me your vaunted Shaolin skills.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Next time, Earthrealm will host the tournament.
The next time, you will be an old man.
It is not fair that your kind lives for thousands of years.
Why conclude that it isn't a hardship?
It is entirely possible that I have royal blood.
Based on what, Earthrealmer? Could I have? I would have saved your storied ancestor.
You were there when he died?
There is confidence, and there is overconfidence.
Not in my case, Empress.
Some days I simply do not feel real, like I'm a ghost.
Something is gravely wrong with your soul, Empress. No Netherrealmer has fought in the tournament?
Nor has any ever received an invitation. How much longer is your journey to redemption?
Only the Elder Gods know, Empress. I am heartbroken that I could not save the living forest.
You are not responsible for Quan Chi's crimes.
Why do you require absolution?
Even a good sovereign must occasionally do evil. Who forged the kriss you wield?
The markings suggest it was the Kafala warlocks.
Others in the Netherrealm plot with Quan Chi?
Many are the wraiths and demons who wish Outworld ill.
Don't you shun war, Empress?
With your kind, there's no alternative.
Your blood will ease our hunger.
Vaternus won't feed on Outworld, Harpy. Just being in your presence soils me.
The feeling's mutual, Empress. Your empire is a house of cards.
Then why has it survived for millennia? That Shao connived with you is unforgivable.
Your prejudice isn't pretty, Empress.
I won't weep if your race dies.
So much for a kinder, gentler outworld.
Return those whom you've taken.
They are Viternus's property.
Leaders should be chosen by people, not gods.
I prefer those who aren't self-appointed.
Outworlders are slaves to your tyranny.
You know nothing of my rule, Havik.
No one has the right to rule over others.
Without government, society can't thrive. There's no greater evil than anarchy.
Says the woman who owes her privilege to order.
Quan Chi was the worst ally you could choose.
Had we come to you, would you have helped?
I won't abide rabble who screech revolution.
Then chaos and carnage will be my solution.
All of Outworld knows I want them to thrive.
A lie's made truth because most accept it.